In this video, we're going to be making biscuits. I think one of the most underrated breakfast items is a good biscuit. Quite often that you'll have a biscuit and it's just not soft enough on the inside. It doesn't have that flakiness and it leads to a disappointing result. However, I combed the internet and found one of the best biscuit recipes that you could possibly have. It's enriched with butter on the inside, super flaky. You're just gonna love it. It makes a good breakfast item alone, or you can serve it with other things as well. But today I'm gonna be making it with a homemade hot honey mix that's definitely gonna be a blessing to your taste buds. So go check the ingredients list down in the description below. And if you're ready, go ahead and join me in the kitchen so we can get started. Alright, so before we get started, I want you to preheat your oven to 425 degrees. Making biscuits doesn't take a lot of time. In the bowl of your food processor, add all-purpose flour, baking powder, salt, and sugar, then pulse a few times until it's combined. Now at this point, we will drop in pieces of butter and pulse them 12 to 14 times. You want to see a few pea-sized crumbs formed. Me and my food processor have a love-hate relationship. The first one that I got, I was so excited to get it. I was like, finally, I've got a food processor. There's so many different things that I want to make. And I tried for a few seconds and it stopped working. Now this isn't an ad or anything, but I just want to put it out there that I'm using a KitchenAid. These things are very fickle, but this one seems to be the easiest one to work with in my sight. So do with that information as you will. Now transfer over to a medium bowl and slowly start to stir in the buttermilk. You can use a fork to mix all the buttermilk nice and slow. And if it's too dry, you can add in some additional buttermilk. Just don't go happy pouring all your buttermilk in there and then you'll end up with soggy dough. If you made this mistake like I did off camera, you can add in additional flour to get out that situation. Once again, you don't want to add too much flour to it because then it's going to end up floury and then you're just going back and forth between soggy dough and over-floured dough. So don't be that person. Be patient, look at your dough and do the right thing. Pour the flour into an unfloured surface and knead it until it comes together. Roll it into a rectangle and then fold it into thirds. Now this is a fun fact, but this is how I fold my towels at home, so this wasn't very difficult for me. But once you fold it out, you're gonna roll it out again and fold it into thirds. From here, just go ahead and refrigerate it for 5 minutes. You can use this time to clean up your kitchen. Remember, we don't need to have any idle hands. If your dough gets stuck on the biscuit batter, don't worry. Just throw a little flour on there and it should repel the dough off for you allow it to work on that rolling pin there. So flour is our friend. You can never go wrong with using flour unless you use too much flour. Then it's not your friend anymore. You know, one day I'm gonna get the perfect flour throw on the table. Today's not that day, but if it's that day for you, just put flour on the table before you get started. But yes, seriously, after the dough's been resting, place it into the floured surface and roll it into 2 centimeters thick. I had the misfortune of only having 1 centimeter on my rolling pin, so I kind of guesstimated what 2 centimeters is, but don't be like me. You know, don't do that. I live life on the wild side. You can go on Amazon before you watch this video. Go ahead and order a nice rolling pin with 2 centimeters online. Now, if you're fancy pants here, you can get a biscuit cutter to cut out the circle shapes. However, if you don't want the additional kitchen accessories in your house, you can use a lightly floured cup to get that dough out. Now you've got more money for biscuits. That's a win-win. Make sure you don't leave any dough behind. Push all your dough together, roll it out again, get additional biscuits out here. With my exact measurement, I believe I was able to have about 8 biscuits here. So you should be able to get 8 biscuits too out of here. And if you got a little extra dough going, throw that in there too. That's a little snack there, a little good job. You did it. You made biscuits. So you deserve that extra treat for yourself. But don't tell anyone else you put that one on the side for yourself. Now, once you've got all your biscuits laying down onto your sheet rack, go ahead and put that light, and I mean very light amount of buttermilk on top of the crown of the biscuits. Once you're done buttering the top of the biscuits, go ahead and throw your buttermilk biscuits into your preheated oven. You did preheat your oven down to 425, didn't you? If you didn't, I'm judging you. I told you at the beginning, you know better now. Now, if you're big back like me, you want some hot honey layered on top of these biscuits. Anyone that will tell you if you go over to Popeyes and don't get honey on your biscuits, you're probably gonna choke. So with that being said, we're gonna make some hot honey here. Honey, red pepper flakes, and salt. That's all you need. Just cook it on low heat for about 10 minutes and enjoy. Do your best not to have the honey start to boil, because when you do that, it kills off the nutrients in the honey, and that's bad. You want those nutrients, so don't cook it too high. Do it on a nice low heat and then enjoy. I mean, look at that. I remember these biscuits like they were yesterday, probably because it was. You are so beautiful to me, can't you see? I promise you they taste better than I sang. Cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we finally have our biscuits done here. You see they look beautiful. It's nice and flaky looking, nice little brown on the outside, but I'd be a little bit remiss unless I went ahead and tried it out for myself. So let's take a bit. Oof. It's got that honey on there too, hot honey to be specific. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. My God. The butter is the first thing that just comes in. It's so soft, flaky on the outside, and the hot honey just takes it there. It takes it there. Oh my God. I wasn't ready. Look, it's super fast to make. Takes about 20 minutes, and it makes about 8 biscuits. Definitely the best biscuits I personally ever had, so I definitely encourage you to make it for yourself here. If you enjoyed the video, the best thing you can do is leave me a like. Tell me in the comments below what you'd like to see made next. And other than that, make sure you drink some water, and I'll catch you guys next time. And as usual, I gotta finish this biscuit. I'm gonna go a little ham and kind of dip it into that honey that spilled in there.